What's going on, everybody? Soloyaker here. And some of y'all wonder why I have a problem with Clearwater. Well, I feel, me personally, some of the police and the public officials are a little off their hinges. But we're going to get into this video real quick about this cop.
Judge gave Clearwater police officer Brian Tejera a $50,000 bond. He is being charged with stalking his girlfriend and her family. Prosecutors told a Pasco County judge that an alleged victim is in fear after 40-year-old Clearwater police officer Brian Tejera sent her several alarming messages.
Mr. Tejera, I'm going to set your bond at $50,000.
Court documents state that for nearly 2 weeks, Tejera sent the victim hundreds of texts, voicemails, and video chats. And in footage viewed by police, Tejera allegedly told the victim he would track her down, shoot her in the head, and then come after her family. Court documents state Tejera admitted to making those threats. The victim told police she believed he would carry out those threats as he is familiar with her whereabouts and possesses numerous firearms. A judge ordered Tejera have no contact with the victim and also ordered he not be in possession of firearms while out on bond.
You do not have any direct or indirect contact with the alleged victim. Do you understand that, sir? Yes, sir.
The Pasco County Sheriff's Office is investigating the aggravated stalking case, but in a statement, Clearwater Police Chief Eric Gandy called the allegations disturbing and said in part, quote, "We immediately initiated an internal investigation and placed him on administrative leave." Tejera has been with the Clearwater Police Department for nearly 16 years. It's unclear how this investigation will impact his job with the agency. Reporting in Pasco County, Annie Map 8 on your side.
I have some little insider information, and from what I heard through the grapevine, is this guy got fired, or he quit. Let me restate that. This guy resigned. So as of today, he has resigned from his job and he no longer works for Clearwater Police Department. Now, and maybe we'll hear something from Gandy, but we also do know Mr. Haluba.
Do that. First Amendment, sir. I'm Mr. Haluba, and obviously I aggravate the unelected, thin-skinned Brian Aungst.
Let's take a break.
And so Mr. Haluba, he filed a complaint on Officer Banks. And this is going back to a Clearwater meeting where we were getting kicked out. And Mr. Banks put his hands on Mr. Haluba.
I get it, dude.
Miss Cole, how many
I'm leaving.
strikes do I have against you
Yeah,
now?
how many more strikes is this? Do I restart the next time?
Fucking hand off me.
I love you. I said te amo. Te amo means I love you. Te amo means I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll see you on the New Year.
Don't
fucking
touch
don't
me.
touch me.
Again, don't touch
We're
me.
going. We're going. Jeez. So angry.
So he filed a complaint. And so we're going to read this complaint. The beginning part is just the day of the incident, or when the incident was reported. You can see the IA investigator, Lieutenant Shanti Dean. And then we're going to go into incident summary. The office of the chief received the below email correspondence from Daniel Haluba on 12/7/23. Complaint against Clearwater Police Officer Garrett Banks, badge number 9421. Mr. Eric Gandy of the Police Department. Mr. Gandy, this complaint is regarding one CPD officer, Banks, regarding his wrongful actions on the occasion of the City Council meeting the evening of 12/7/2023. You and Mr. Walecki were present. The entire City Council and several citizens were also present. At the above referenced meeting at approximately 7:04, as the meeting was ongoing, Mr. Aungst banged his gavel and ordered Mr. Officer Stiff and Officer Banks to eject myself and Mr. Taylor from the meeting in violation of our First Amendment rights. Officer Banks wrongfully placed his hands on me physically in a menacing manner, and I was leaving. The action that action constitutes an assault without probable cause. I believe there were many witnesses, and I believe a camera recording of Officer Banks' wrongful actions exist. Beyond the assault perpetrated by Banks, he carried out an illegal order which violated my civil rights. Mr. Gandy, you are hereby placed on notice of this complaint and are directed to file the complaint of serious police misconduct immediately. You are furthermore directed to give this complaint the attention it deserves and is required under Florida law. Please advise by return email the file complaint number this complaint created at once. Then it says, on December 7th, 2023, Daniel Haluba sent the above email to both Chief Gandy and Deputy Chief Wallach. After a review of the available evidence, including both Officer Banks and Sergeant Stiff's body-worn cameras, as well as all related police reports, it has been determined that there is no basis to support the allegation of battery against Officer Banks. Available footage shows that during a city council meeting, Mr. Haluba and Mr. Taylor were both ejected from the meeting by Council Chairman Mayor Aungst for violating the City Council's meeting code of conduct policy. Mayor Aungst then instructed Officer Banks and Sergeant Stiff to escort Mr. Haluba and Mr. Taylor from the proceedings. Sergeant Stiff and Officer Banks approached Mr. Haluba and Mr. Taylor, and both officers verbally asked both subjects to leave. Both Mr. Haluba and Taylor stood up and began to gather their belongings. After gathering their items, and despite the officer's request, Mr. Haluba and Mr. Taylor continued to verbally engage with members of the council, ignoring Officer Banks and Sergeant Stiff's request to leave. After the several requests, Officer Banks reached over his hand and briefly touched Mr. Haluba's left arm to refocus Mr. Haluba's attention and gain compliance. Mr. Banks then made an additional request for Mr. Haluba to leave, at which time Mr. Haluba complied and departed the meeting. After reviewing all material involved with this incident, I find Officer Banks' actions were consistent with policy. And these may be things that they talked about. De-escalation techniques, I'm not really going to read that. And then response level, communication. So these are things that very well could have been talked about. But as you can see, they basically police themselves.
Come on. Dude, I get it, dude.
Miss Cole, how many
I'm leaving.
strikes do I have against me
Yeah,
now?
how many more strikes? Is this, do I restart the next time?
Fucking hand off me.
I love you. I said te amo. Te amo means I love you. Te amo means I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll see you on the New Year.
Don't fucking touch me.
Don't touch me.
Again, don't touch me.
We're going. Jeez. So angry.
You tell me in the comment section down below, do you think what Mr. Banks did was warranted? I don't think so. We were leaving, we were packing up and walking out, and for him just to put his hands on somebody that, they just wanted to kick us out. And so that's going to bring us to January 18th. And I hope to see a lot of you there. I hope to see, I think as of right now, it's going to be close to 20 of y'all. So I hope to see the 20 of y'all that have been sending me emails saying, hey, I'm going to be there. So I hope to see all of you there. It should be a good time. We're going to see if Mr. Aungst wants to kick out 20 of us by saying we irritate the thin skin of Brian Aungst. So we are going to put that to the test. I know he's not going to like it. And I'm thinking they're going to kick us out. So leave a comment down below if you think we're going to get kicked out too. So don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. Oh yeah, all the information's in the description below. All that good stuff. And I'm out of here. Soloyaker. Deuces.